Okay, in the last episode, we doubled the Denars again. First episode, we went from 1,000 to 2,000 and something. Last episode, we went to 5,216. You start the game with 1,000. Now we're going to pick some place to travel. And, we saw that the furs were of good value, but we also want to start hunting for more people for our party, and I'm going to start with companions. So I would like a doctor if I can find one. We haven't been in Poros for a while. Hopefully prices have dropped. Let's head down there. I've got 60 days worth of food. And I'll hit the speed button for that. Now I wonder if there's anywhere we want to stop here on the way. Now we'll just go high speed. What? Let them follow me into Temion's party of 113. That should be fun for them. All right, so we're at Poros now. Now, looking around Poros, I see fish in Zesty, sheep in Amicon. It looks like flax in Tevia. And the horses in Canaros, well, the city's been pillaged. So I'm wondering if we're really going to find anything of interest here. The horses are expensive, except the Sumpter are a little better priced than what we gotten before. 9 is fairly low, but not the lowest. Whale oil at $6.79 is actually decent. And felt at $6.81 is actually decent. It says you can sell it at Legetta or Ortesia. So you know what? Let's grab the felt. We've got 5,000. And velvet sells for $5.31 at a minimum, $16.53 at Ortesia. So we'll take one of the velvet. I don't think there's anything here. Well, the olives are not bad. I'm afraid they would eat it before I got there. So we'll do the velvet and the felt. Now, the velvet is in Ortesia, and it looks like the felt is in Legetta or Ortesia, and this one is in Legetta or Ortesia. All right, and in the tavern, there's nobody of interest to us. So let's see where Legetta and Ortesia are. Not bad. Ortesia is along the coast. So we're going to follow the coast. Legetta is just after Ortesia. Okay. And we'll stop at the villages on the way. And hopefully we could, we'll be able to get maybe fish and sheep or something else that we could sell. Everything looks expensive to me. Cheese. Wow, if we had cheese, we could sell it here for a lot. Cheese and zesty. Now, Tarcutus, we are looking at grapes, but they sell a lot cheaper in a lot of other places. We should be able to find fish, I would think, even though it's giving me lower values for fish. Like 20 is post. We'll put 2 fish in here, or 3, just to give us a variety of food. A little bit at 20 each for the fish. I repeat them so I'll remember the numbers. And I'm looking for a companion now. See, fish is 15. We're really not making enough of a profit to want to sell those. All right, let's nobody to recruit there, so we're not having very good luck with that. Oh, the clay is 5. The cheese is 5. Oh no, it's 85. Sorry, mixing up the number. The oil, 807 is good. We'll buy some of the oil. And let's save it as we're traveling. We could check out the price of wheat here, although I doubt it's going to be very good. This area tends to be a little bit inflated. And notice the daily change in gold is 0 because I haven't hired anybody yet. Okay, I don't think the 663 is enough of a profit. There is nobody in the tavern. You would think there'd be more companions around the map. Grain for 8. 8 is decent. So we'll buy 2 grain. Let's take the felt for 593. And the leather for 208. I think that's good enough. All right, Ortesia, here we come. That's where we're expecting the best deals. First to the tavern. Nobody, no companion to be hired. Kind of odd how empty they are. Now the velvet, we had paid what, like 500 for this? So we'll sell that at $12.96. The oil, I think we paid maybe 800 for that. Still a 200 profit. The grain, I think we bought for a couple. We'll sell one of those. And the leather, it didn't cost us more than 200. So we'll sell that. All right, 4 points in trade. And we still have 2 felts in here to sell. And we're back at 5,000. Now, Lagetta was our next stop. Let's save this because we're making good progress. So we haven't found companions yet. By the way, at the beginning of the game, if you look at members, actually it says 3 companions. I thought it was only 2 that you can get at the beginning, so I find that I'm not sure I understand why I have 3 available. If you're watching this, let me know why I have 3. I thought it was 2. Campaign options. I'm on realistic and end battle death for all heroes. Stealth and disguise. Okay. All right. I don't know why it's. I thought it was 2 companions. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. Let's stop at Vanilla, which is part a village of Ortesia that specializes in grapes. Okay, 5 products. 42 is not a good price for grapes. Not the best anyway, or not very good. Generally, I move the opposite direction from the looters. Okay, first to the tavern. Dwayne the Falcon. He's got steward and he's got medicine. That's a pretty good deal. I'm gonna take him since that's what we got. We can always get rid of him later.
Well now, stranger, peace to you.
Glory is as much a spoil of war as any and should be shared. I can use you in my company. Here's 511 denarii to join me. Now the price for felt is not very good. So let's see if he has felt here. Or anything to trade of value. All right, well, what I am going to do is I'm going to move the bow and arrow for here. Notice Dwayne does not have a bow and arrow. I'm going to give that to him. And for me, I'm going to go down. Boy, this town doesn't really have much. All right, I'll take a simple militia spear, or no. All right, I'll take a... I'm just going to take the cheapest right now. And switch the sword with the spear as I'm on horseback. And for Dwayne, let's give him a cheap shield. So, I'm just going to give him a simple horseman kite shield and swap the bow with the sword. So it's 383 is the cost for us. Now, is it suggesting anywhere for the felt? There's no rumors. Fine. All right. Now, we need horses. Let's see, actually, I didn't check. We can take up to 2 horses per person. So I'll take 1 sumpter, so we can carry a lot more. And I want to stop off and get horses somewhere, another horse for like a reasonable price. All right, notice Savinth has horses near Charis. So let's head down to Charis and see what they have. So notice our speed is a little slower. Okay, we can stop by Gamerdan. And I don't consider 45 that good for grapes, necessarily. Notice we have to skirt around the looters. Now, if we have a good horse price, we may be able to take an extra horse to sell. Okay, for Dwayne, so the round C is 390. That's the first, like, real upgrade. It's a mount. So we'll get the round C, which I can ride also. So I'm going to replace my Sumpter with the round C. And I'm going to give this guy a round C. Now he needs a saddle because he's not on a saddle. And we have herding because of the Sumpter horse. So that's going to be a problem. All right, and we'll go down to Charis. We'll get a saddle. So let's see, we need a saddle for Dwayne. Okay, horse armor 8. It's got to be the lowest. And the felt doesn't sell for enough. So, but we'll sell 1 grain. Oh, is there anything really cheap here to sell? It recommends for felt, poros and zeonica and legetta. Oh yeah, I still have herding, so I'm gonna have to sell one of the sumpter horses. But look, the sumpter horse is worth 34. And he'll buy meat for 65. So I'm gonna slaughter one. It gives me 3 meat, and now I get 168 for the sumpter horse. So, which actually makes it more valuable with the 3 meats. So that's a cool trick. All right, let's go to you, Sank. And notice there's no herding penalty because there's 2 horses each. And we have plus 1.2 for cavalry and plus 3.98 on the base. I would like to end this episode at a higher amount of money. Olives at 31 is a good deal. So the only reason I'm doing it like this because I'm watching my weight and the amount here. All right, 18 olives at 31 each. All right, let's go to Sargo. You sank with the olives belongs to Charis. So the olives were 31 each. Wow, the olives are 8 here. How are they? Oh, because he sells them for 10. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to check in a town first because the villages that feed into the town are often cheaper. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to do with the olives and felt now. Let's just try Marinette. We run a risk going so fast. Okay, trade. Olives here are 74 each. But look how fast it drops down. If it gets down to the amount that we paid for it, then we won't do it. Okay, 992. We're still looking to sell the felt. Usually wood here is good. So let's see if we can trade some wood. Oh, grapes for 27 is good. And the hardwood is way up at 44, so that's probably not good. 205's decent for tools. Let's do this. Let's take the grapes until there may be 30. Let's put some back. And let's leave it there. So we bought grapes at 30 each. And we're over our carry limit. Okay, and let's head to Epicrodia. Okay, move it on fast. We can't carry anything else, so there's no point in really stopping anywhere. Grapes feed into Sionin, but we can check for the felt, how much Sionin will offer. Yeah, 264. We want probably twice that. I'll give the lepers some money. So we lose 100 here. But I guess we got calculating. I don't know if that's good or bad to have calculating. Let's stop and look at the wood since we're close to our destination. Uh-oh. The other way, the other way. Alright, so there's somebody pillaging down on the lower right. Maybe that'll scare the forest bandits away. And down to Epicrodia. Well, there's looters all over here. Grapes are 54 each here. We bought the grapes for $538 is reasonable. I believe we at least cut even. I'm going to sell one for $538 because it's pretty close. All right, let's head the opposite direction from these guys. Iron ore for 59 is good. And with a 250 carry capacity now, with the extra horses, because we have the extra people, we can buy 12 iron at 59. So the advantage to having more people is more horses, more horses. Let's go to Diathema. Means that you can carry more items. Carrying more items means you can sell more if you can, whoa, opposite direction. That was close. And that's why I don't run on fast. I should meet those people, but I'm trying to speed this up as this episode has been too long. Look, we got the iron ore for about 50, and they're literally selling them at 150. That right there was a triple profit. Here's a double profit. Here's a little bit of profit. Now, I guess I'll end the episode at 5,000 if I can get back up to that. I don't know if you see anything here. All right, silver is sells for at least 102 and as much as 500. I'll take 3 silver at about 80 each. Let's try Argaron. Remember, we're trying to sell that felt. $274, and we got the silver for 80. So that is like triple our profit. And grapes for 42, and we got them for much less. At least 30. And there is another point in trade, and now we're at 50. So plus 30% carry capacity for the party. And items are marked relative to the average price. I'll do that, but we're going to make the other guy the quartermaster, actually. So that reminds me. So if you go to parties, my companion will add 13 to the party size to make my maximum size like 33. And the healing rate is increased for between 28% to 58%, which is much faster because of the surgeon. All right. Was there anything we wanted to buy here? I'm at 5,000. So, here's the deal. We started at 5,000, but at that time, I did not have a companion. I did not have sumpter horses. I did not have a riding mount with a speed of 44 for me. And my companion did not have a mount with a speed of 44. I did not have a spear. And when I got Dwayne the Falcon, he didn't have the hunting bow, but he did get mine. So as you can see, and we have felt in our inventory, so you can see we're better off than the last episode. And we've made a little bit of progress, and we're going to expand the caravan to using more companions in the next episode. Thank you for watching.